Good evening, everyone. It is Sunday, the 30th of April. I'm Emma Goddard, and you'll find me at coastalcrafter.com. I hope you are all doing well and having a lovely bank holiday weekend for us here in I'm pretty sure all of Europe, I'm not sure, but certainly in the UK we have a bank holiday weekend. So hopefully you've got a little bit of time for crafting this weekend. Let me know what you've been up to. Hello. How are you all? Good evening. Connie says snowy northwestern. Jenny, Joanna, Paul. Evening. It was quite bright here today earlier, and then it decided to rain a little bit. So yeah, it's been a bit overcast later in the afternoon. John has spent the day prepping for classes. I have Katie, hope you feel better soon. I have been prepping for my all-day retreat event that is coming up in May. I've been busy doing some preparation behind the scenes for that. So that is well underway and it is exciting. Sue says no sun today, spent time in the garden. Yeah, I planted a few bits up actually. We went out for it was going to be breakfast, but it ended up being lunch. That's the way it goes sometimes, isn't it? So it was an early lunch, and we went to the garden centre and got a few bits and pieces, and some extra plants fell in the basket. Wendy, cold, no crafting today. Pinterest crafting over. I know, just have to plan your crafting when you're not feeling so well. Right, what are we going to get up to today? So I am going to case the lovely Charlotte Mallet. It is going to be a bit, I'm not going to share the card with you that we're casing, but it's a bit of a sneak peek in terms of this is the Global Design Project Challenge for next week. And I've been busy doing prep stuff. I've been doing gardening stuff, just general bank holiday weekend bits and pieces. And I haven't got around to making a card. So I thought actually tonight I would use that as a bit of inspiration, and I'll be able to share that in the week with you. So that is what I'm going to share, and that entails a little bit of watercolouring. So let me pop you so you can see my desk. I'm open to suggestions. We'll have a play with some colours on some background pieces. Whether we'll use them all or not, I'm not sure. And then we'll kind of have a play from there as to what we add with it. So, so I've just got some watercolour paper. I'm just going to cut 4. I can cut some more. 4 card fronts, and just have a play with swooshing some colours together, and then let's see where we go from there. So I really wanted to play with Bubble Bath. I have loved that colour, and I thought maybe that might go nicely with Moody Mauve. So let's see how that goes. Make sure you have your tea out of the way if you're watercolouring. I know, right? Tea on the right, water on the left. Just so we don't have any accidents. Janice, I could do with inspiration with pansies. I could do pansies. Right, let's see. I've got some ink refills. Let me grab them as well. Do you know, I'm not struggling. I just haven't quite got my head around with the colour refresh, which colours are in which colour families, where things live at the minute. So immediately reaching for, say, a moody mauve ink refill, it doesn't come quite so quick to hand. So let's have a little look see. I'm gonna just very simply, this is very much in case. Let's do Moody Mauve and Bubble Bath. If anyone has any kind of duo colours, I'm thinking Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist. Have you come up with any other combinations that you'd love to see together? Can't make any promises, but we can have a play. Just checking that's Bubble Bath. Let's do pretty. Can we see that okay? Is it on my desk? All right, well then. Don't want to faff around with that too much. Let's go Moody Mauve. Oh, pretty. Pretty. That's nice. Let's see if I can get that light off there. Let's see. I kind of like that. Let's leave that for a minute, and we can. I don't want the bubble bath to be completely overtaken by the mauve, so I'll keep the mauve up that end of the card and see if we can get that dry. I might just lift a little bit of that colour off with a towel, or water should I say. I might do heat gun actually. I'm worried that if I lift it with the towel, it's just going to lift all the colour away. So let me do it with the heat gun. Let's see if I can get some of this. Some of that. Chase that ink around. Kind of pretty, but the pink is very not there. Well, there you go. Anyway, that is Moody Mauve and Bubble Bath. Bubble Bath being a little bit mellow at the bottom there, isn't it? It's a bit quiet. It's we could add a little bit more, couldn't we? We could. That's the beauty with watercolor. We could. I don't want to mess with it too much, but. Okay, so we've got Bubble Bath and Moody Mauve. Let's do what else shall we do? We've got Berry Burst is definitely a contender for having a. Let's do Berry Burst, and as I say, Lemon Lime Twist. I mean, those two are a perfect combo, aren't they? Oh, making sure I'm drinking my tea before it goes cold. Right, let's do Berry Burst. Let's see, and Lemon Lime Twist. Find the ink for those. Lemon Lime Twist is in the brights, and Berry Burst is also in the brights, so that's good. They should be in the same container. If I have a Berry Burst, I don't know if I've got a Berry Burst ink refill. Maybe misorder that one, or have I put it away? There is an interesting. I don't think I've got it. There's me not checking. Right, Berry Burst. I will have to squidge that. Squidge that. Oh, Pretty Peacock and Berry Burst. We'll just use off that, and Lemon Lime Twist. Let's do. Right, should we do a rectangle again? Let's draw that with a. Oh, I love Berry Burst. So pretty. Yum. Look at that. So pretty. Pretty. Oh, lemon lolly. Do some lemon lolly. Maybe some stripes of lemon lolly. Oh, I don't want that to go too far down the paper. Get back. Let's see if I can dry that a little. Let's add some water. Now let's go with the lemon lime. Wow, that's cool. That's a cool combo, isn't it? I like that. Let's get that middle dry. And get some of that pink out. I'm just chasing it a little bit. Isn't it lovely? It looks like a nice lolly. It does. Oh, I like that one. That's really pretty, isn't it? gorgeous. Look at the colours on that. It's so pretty. Also, there's great colour combo. The green and pink spot is so gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, that's very muted, much more muted. That's a real wow. Okay. Someone said blue, like boho blue and purples, or Lost Lagoon and peacock, or blueberry bushel is quite an overpowering one, isn't it? What about, it shouldn't be this difficult to pick out colours. Too many choices. Orchid Oasis is a gorgeous colour, isn't it? Oh, Tahitian Tide would be amazing. We could do, I haven't used much Tahitian Tide because that's a real kind of like pop of colour. That would go beautiful with lime as well, wouldn't it? Oh, too many choices. Choices. Let's do Tahitian Tide and lime, maybe. Just for something like a blue, pop of blue. That would be cool. Azure. Or we could do the, I do like Tahitian. Did you fall asleep, Hazel? Oh, bless you. Where is my Tahitian Tide? Tahitian Tide. So if we go, I'm just sticking to rectangles actually because it's just easier to sort of swoosh them. Wow. That's Tahitian Tide, which is an in colour 22-24. We could mix that with, I don't know. Let's go lime. It's amazing, but I'm only 25. I know, Hazel. It's I love an afternoon nap. I mean, and I don't do shift work, so I mean, you know, I think nothing better than a lovely Sunday afternoon doze. Although I didn't have a sleep this afternoon, I have to say. We were out doing gardening bits. Right, I've gone. This is lemon lime twist, which is such a cool colour, nice and vibrant, and very cool to kind of mix it in together a little bit. Let's not let that run too much. Now they're all very bright. Does that look like the beach? We could do something with the seashells on that, couldn't we? Then the next job's going to be to think of which stamps we pair with these. I have to say, I'm not going to make all of these cards up tonight. It was really just to share the backgrounds, and then we'll make one or maybe two. We'll see how we go for time, but maybe one we'll make into an actual card. So let me just put this one up. Isn't that cool? I wonder how the oh, I don't know what's doing that one. Very, very. Oh, bless Genesis. I did that again to a muddy mess. Yeah, try not let it go one way or the other too much and get it dried before it mixes. There's that. I had pulled out. I thought I'm not sure. This may be a muddy mess. Let's see. But I thought pecan pie with maybe a brown. Is that a bit? I don't know. I was trying to think of something to go with pecan pie. Pretty peacock. That was a bit different, but you could go Lost Lagoon Pretty Peacock because they're kind of the same tones. But as a contrast, I was wondering, I mean, we could try it, and if it's a muddy mess, it's a muddy mess, isn't it? Let's try Pretty Peacock. I want to keep making these backgrounds now. Don't want to make a card. Oh, copper clay might be nice actually, like a bit more punchy. Let's see. So if we go, this is the Pretty Peacock. Oh, it's very thick ink. That's very intense. That was a lot of ink. Ooh. Let's see if I can get some of that up. So I'm going to water some of that down. I don't know. See how that turns out. I think I might do that one again, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Right. Does look a bit night sky, doesn't it? This is definitely going to be a brown muddy mess because the peacock's now leaked into that, and it's just yuck. Let me move my water over here because I'm just worried I'm going to get that ink all over the ones that I've already made, and that really would be a bit of a disaster. So, pecan pie. Ooh, pretty. That looks beachy as well, doesn't it, actually? I'm going to get some more brown onto that. Let me find my pecan, or actually, this is copper clay. Karen's suggestion. Don't care for the water in your eye. I know, right? Do not drink. There's a bit of a trio. Oh, that's pretty. That's copper clay going on. I'm just going to get the pecan. Every single box of my ink refills are out on my desk. Pecan. Put some pecan pie in there as well. Oh, I quite like that. It's kind of, oh, look, smudge the edge. It's kind of cool. What do you think? Do you like that one? A bit different, isn't it? Now, let's see if I can tidy that edge up a bit. I don't normally like to waste ink, but that ink's got a bit of peacock blue in it, and I don't want that getting into my ink pad. So I'm going to wipe that off because it's got too much chance of mixing the peacock into that new ink pad, and I don't want that to happen. Right, let me give that a dry. Oh, I love those colours together. There's some paper coming in the catalogue, isn't there? And is it like the earthenware sort of the clay pot looking one? What page is it on? Earthen Elegance, it's called, 70 to 71. That's got copper clay, pretty peacock, misty moonlight, pebble path, moody mauve. It's got those kind of colours together. So pretty. It's kind of fun. I love those. I think that's my favourite one. I'm normally brights. I'm normally team brights. But really pretty. Right, we've got 4 backgrounds. Which one? Should we use this one first? Okay. Let me see if I can just get that. Tidy it up a little bit. That's better. Right, should we splatter that a little bit? Summer is over. Yeah, I know, it's been raining. Bank holiday weekend, that's why. That is why. So I just splattered some water onto that and just lifted it, which gives that lovely inky, dotty look. A white, oh yeah, really beachy, isn't it? Really very cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, let's do, I like the splattering. Let's do some splattering on the others. Let's do some. Just lift the colour off. And then let's do. Some splattery watermarks, and then we've got this soft pink one. Oh, that was a lot of water. That was a bit heavy-handed on my part. That looks like I went a bit crazy. Looks like inside of the cat. I know it does. It looks, yeah, very. I definitely couldn't recreate that twice. That was yeah. Right, we've got these cool backgrounds now. We need some stamps. What are we going to put with them? Because I'm literally, that was as far as my brain went. Whilst I was eating my dinner, we had omelette tonight with everything from the fridge thrown in it. So it was omelette with broccoli and potatoes and mushrooms and all sorts. I was sitting there thinking, what can I make? And backgrounds was as far as my brain had gone. So let's do what about something with the beauty of the deep for this one, because it's going to be kind of could do a sort of the anchor and the coral and kind of have that on there. And we could do maybe some heat embossing with a bit of gold or something. That would be lovely, wouldn't it? White pansies on the mauve on this one. Pansies would look beautiful on that one. Yeah, let's do that. We'll do pansies, but we'll do the beauty of the deep on this one. So let's do some coral. And Jeanette says yes, but let's do even copper rather than gold, couldn't we? We could do some copper embossing maybe. Where is my copper, clay and peacock ink pad? Beauty of the Deep is a new, yes, it's a new one coming in the annual catalogue. So this is available from the 2nd of May. So Tuesday, the new catalogue goes live. So not long to wait at all. All of that. So that is Pretty Peacock. And let's do Peacock. And if we give that a clean, can do a bit of heat embossing. Let's do a little bit of heat embossing. So should we do copper? If people are thinking copper rather than gold, I think it'll go with the clay better, won't it? Beauty of the Deep, the stamp set is on page 112 of the new catalogue if you have got a copy in your hand. Or should I say two hand? Do that. I'll do some of the coral as well. So I've just stamped them first, Mark, and then we're going to heat emboss with copper, which I seem to have an abundance of embossing powder. Let me give that a heat. Hazel says, do I know what time the catalogue goes live? I think it is in the early hours of the morning, Hazel. So it will be, I think they publish the time as I believe like 2 a.m. UK time. It may appear online sooner, but yeah, I would early hours of the morning, but not sort of midnight. I wouldn't. I shall be getting up early Tuesday to place my order, I think. Right, I'm going to put some. I'm feeling. I'm going to use my embossing buddy actually. Let me do that. Right, I'm going to put some copper on. You're going to stay up. You're doing a night shift. Let me put that on there. Right, I'm going to heat one and see how that looks, and then I'll come back for a second on there. Right, let's heat that up. Oh, I love the copper. So pretty. And by doing that, I can then, I don't know if you can catch that on there. So pretty on there. Good morning, Joan. Morning in Australia. We're nearly 9:30 here in the UK. Let's do second and see. Oh, gorgeous. Right, let's do another one. And then we can let's think about our sentiment. So there's no sentiment in the Beauty of the Deep. It's all images. So how's about what about I want a big-ish sentiment, but nothing too big to cover the background. What about that one? Oh, I'm going to end up with an avalanche of stamps. Wishing you the happiest of birthdays from Charming Sentiments is kind of a nice size, and the sentiment I have used the most from this stamp set. Let's grab some pretty peacock cardstock. We could go copper clay actually, but I think the peacock will be nice. So if I go embossing buddy and then Versamark. And I'm going to heat that in white so that it stands out a little bit more. Lots of heat embossing tonight. Oh, that's a good idea, Becky. She says heat on vellum so you don't lose the background. Oh, that's a good suggestion. Okay, so we want the dies for the coral. And that is here. So that is the Beauty of the Deep dies. So they've started calling the dies the same as the stamp set, so that's helpful when you're looking to find them in your stash. I will cut that one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it. So, jiggling a few bits and pieces on my desk here. Let's move you up a little so you can see. So, let's cut these. Will this coral fit at the same time? I think it will. I think they're spaced out enough. This is such a nice stamp set. I thought I was only going to really use it paired up with I bought it because I thought it would mainly be paired with the Seaside Bay stamp set, but this is 2 lives where I've used it on its own now, and I really quite like it. Thanks. I thought it was 2 a.m. I thought it was the early hours of the morning. Why is that proving difficult in my brain to match that up? I had that there. Then we'll do the long coral as well. And then I don't know that I'm going to use all these pieces, but it's helpful to have them cut out, and then we can kind of play around with where we want them to be on the card. This sentiment is very cool, and that whole set has dies to cut around it, but I want my sentiment to be more square or rectangle, so I'm not, on this occasion, I'm not going to use those dies. I'm just going to chop it out with the trimmer. So just a little trim. And then let's bring our background back in. So we've got this here, and we've got let's see. I wonder if we can kind of hook that. That kind of looks cool, doesn't it? Whether it needs this behind or not, I don't know. It might just be too bright, like the white. I'm not sure. I don't know, actually. I quite like that. Quite like it. If we have the other coral in maybe as well. I don't want to cover up too much of the background. That's the problem. Might cut it a bit shorter actually, and just have it coming up from the top of the sentiment. So if I put some tape, just have it coming up from there. And then kind of hook that there. Then you've still got this piece coming all the way down to the bottom, but then that will sit across like that. I might just trim that edge because I've just made it go a bit funny with the ink. Oh, Donna says she likes that. So I'm just going to trim that down a little smidge. I definitely don't want to get rid of that white edge. I think something around that would look nice still. I've just trimmed that a little smaller. And maybe place it on copper clay. Now, is that copper clay? I think it is. The copper clay is they are very different tones, but they sit quite close to the Cajun craze, and I wasn't sure which one I was grabbing then. Oops. We're getting there, aren't we? That's very nice. That is going to sit. Oh, nice. That sits a nice border on there. So let's do some tape to get that to. Oh. Oh, it's tearing the watercolour paper. I'd never normally have problems with the Seal Plus. I use it loads. No, I do like it. But sometimes it has a little mind of its own and off it goes. Right. Some extra glue. It's all a bit puckered from the heat from the water. Add some extra. Right, let's get that on and give that there, like that. We could a little of this ribbon, maybe. Don't know. The copper clay jute would be lovely, but we haven't got that yet. It's not. That's meant to be Tahitian tied, but I don't know if that's too vibrant. Not sure I like that with it. It looks all right. It is just going the wrong kind of tones, I think. Yeah, I think just normal twine, actually. I wonder if the one with the silver, this duty one, this might be quite nice. We could put a little loop of that. It's a bit thicker, but it kind of looks quite sea. I don't know if it's too heavy. Try these things. Maybe. Maybe. Doesn't easily pull apart, does it? This takes a little bit more time and effort, which I'm not sure I'm going to do right this minute. She says pulling it apart. Right. There we go. We're getting some strands out now. Two. Could have the silver in there as well. Just looks a bit more rustic than the normal twine, doesn't it? That's better. It's not quite so heavy on the card. I might only use two. Better. Don't like the silver. Silver be gone. Other people are probably thinking, I really like the silver, and now I've just got rid of it. Let me just do a little bow and pop that behind so that it sits there. Ah, Judy, how are you? She says, brilliant. Yeah, that's good. I'm happy with that. Let's go with that. We'll do some dimensionals. And I'll just put a couple of blue dots behind. Hazel says, love it. A little blue dot. And a little dimensional on there. Sticky. And there, we'll have that going across there. Might need an extra dimensional. It's better. That knot. Right, I am going dimensionals. I'm definitely going dimensional to cover that spot up, but that knot is bigger than I give it credit for. So I'm just going to add a double height of dimensionals because it wasn't sitting quite how I wanted it to. And that'll just need a glue dot. Now the glue's ripped off it. Glue dot in there. Right, no one will ever know that that was pulled back off. Let's get it in the same place. That's better. It just sits. The knot under there wasn't quite sitting right. There was something, it was a bit weird. Weird. I'm going to stick with copper clay base and pop that on there. It needs to be how tall is this? This is 14.5. Why is that being too tall? What is it that you know? I know. You'll pull it off. Right. Trim that and then stick that down. So far my efforts would be a muddy mess with a half centimetre and now a big rip. Not at all. I think, come on, glue. I need to get a new glue out. Whoop. How are we going for time? I don't think I'm going to make a second one tonight. What I might do is see how I go for time in the week, and I might pop on, as it's bank holiday tomorrow. I've got 3 more backgrounds. I might pop on and just carry on making with the backgrounds, but as it's 20 to 10, I think I shall call it a night with that one card and come back with more with these backgrounds for you. So I promise pansies. I promise you pansies with this background. So I will keep that for pansies for another Facebook Live. Maybe tomorrow evening. I'll see how I go. But there you go. That is the background with copper clay, a bit of pecan pie and pretty peacock. And let me come back on screen. There you go. And then the other colours that we used were Moody Mauve and Bubble Bath, Berry Burst and Lemon Lime Twist, and Lemon Lime Twist and Tahitian Tide. So we've got some fun backgrounds and a bit of a sea card. I hope you've all enjoyed that. It was fun. I love watercolouring. I could play with those backgrounds and make hundreds of those backgrounds all night long. Yeah, lots of fun. Don't know if I want to get back to stitching. Oh, you're going to get back to doing your cross stitch. Fab. Well, have a lovely rest of your bank holiday weekend. I hope you get a little bit of crafting in and have a great week. And I might see you again. I'll put a little notification up, but I might see you again either tomorrow or in the week. Take care, everyone, and I will see you soon. Bye for now.